A slow start to the week, Bunmi. What is driving sentiment on the market right now?
Okay, hi Uche, how are you doing today? Yesterday we saw the market come down 0.11%, and on Monday as well, market came down about 0.44. This is basically due to profit taking. In the past 2 weeks, we've seen the bull run in the market, basically due to results that have been released in the market, which has boosted performance of the market. So basically, the market has been going up, and there has been a lot of rally. But yesterday and on Monday, we saw a little bit of profit taking. We expect this to continue, but we also expect the rally to also continue amidst profit taking. So for this week, we still expect to see a little bit of profit taking in the market, and as well as the rally to continue in the market.
Okay, so definitely you don't seem worried about the fact that we saw the market down Monday and Tuesday, but
No.
Let's talk about some results that came out on the market. We know international breweries released their results, pretty good results. Quarter on quarter, turnover up 14%, first half turnover up 29%. Now, we're seeing significant improvement in margins in this stock. What exactly is your outlook for this stock? And of course, what are your thoughts on these results?
Okay, international breweries came out with this result yesterday, and it was a very good one. They came back from a loss of about 900 million to a profit of about 1 billion, and we think it's a good one. We saw that reflect in the interest yesterday, and the stock actually gained full 5% yesterday, and we think that it's a good one, and with the performance, it's going to help the stock, and we think the interest will continue to grow in that stock.
Certainly, SAB Miller owns 65% of that stock, and they did announce also that they would be increasing capacity. But I mean, I must ask, that stock looks quite good right now, but it is not a very liquid stock, Bunmi, is it? So, I mean, how would one access that stock?
Well, it's not so liquid, but we've seen interest in the stock, like you said, and then with the performance the result that came out yesterday, we think it's going to help the stock, and then we'll see the buyers in the stock. We expect that it will be picking the stocks at these levels, and this will actually help the stock, and we expect to see continued interest, and relative to the liquidity, we still see the interest to grow.
Well, Bunmi, talking about juicy stocks, I mean, the agro-allied sector, that's looking pretty good right now. I mean, looking at some of their results, Okoronkwo oil released pretty good results, Presco oil also looking good. What is your take on that sector, and, you know, how investors should play that sector right now?
Okay, Presco and Okoronkwo, the result came out. They were quite good, but a little bit below expectation. And we expect that in the medium to long term, they're going to do better than this. Although they attributed the lower performances to the weather, which affected their production. But we expect them in the medium and long term that this would actually pick up, and then we'll see continued interest in the stocks.
And how are investors playing livestock feeds? Of course, on the back of acquisition stories coming out from UAC, and UACN plans to buy a stake in that stock. How are investors looking at that stock specifically?
Okay, on livestock, we've seen a slowdown in the activities in the livestock after the announcement that USN was buying into the stock. A lot of interest have actually been in the stock when the announcement was made, but right now we've seen a little bit of slowdown in that, and then we expect that as more information comes into the market as per how the takeover is going to run, we expect to see more activities based on that.
Well, Bunmi, let's turn our attention to the banking sector. I mean, that's another sector where investors certainly seem happy with the first half results. But Stanbic IBTC, I mean, in the last few days, it seems to be struggling. The stock continues to top the losers list. What's your take on what's happening with investor sentiment towards that stock?
Okay, even with the results released by Stanbic IBTC, we've seen continued interest, as in a lot of investors are buying into the stock, so that the interest has not slowed down. The interest is still there, but it was the results that came out that slowed things down a bit. But we still continue to see interest, the buying interest in this stocks, although it's not as aggressive as it used to be, but at least the interest is still there. So we expect it to continue to trade at these levels.
Well, besides the banking sector, Bunmi, what are your stock picks? I mean, FMCG, the fast fast-moving consumer sector, goods sector is not looking so good right now. I'm looking at the agro-allied stocks and certainly some of the brewery stocks. So for you, what are the stocks we should be picking right now?
Okay, the first set banks, they're still very good. The GT, First Bank, although we're still expecting the auditor result of GT Bank and Access Bank, but the results that have been released so far, they've done pretty well, and the confidence is there, and clients are actually confident, and they're picking the banking stocks right now. In the other sectors, we see Dankstem to release its results, WAPCO, which were not bad either. They were actually strong results, but we expect them to do better, and then in the long term we expect that okay, this will actually improve. Nigerian breweries, we see a lot of profit taking there. We've seen the stock actually touch about 123, but right now we see a lot of profit taking. People are actually trying to sell what they have in their positions, and so far it's be trading a little below 120, 118, but we still think First Bank and GT is a good buy.